I'm Chef Roger Daigle. Welcome to Let's Shut Up and Eat, the Haymarket edition. Haymarket is truly one of my favorite shopping experiences. In addition to being one of the only places I can pick up hard to find produce, it's a place to get great bargains on the basics, like onions, garlic, peppers, and more. So here are some tips on how to peel, cut, and dice your cooking favorites. Take my knife, split it down the middle. Always leave the root end if you're gonna cut it into dices. It keeps the whole onion intact. You always wanna take the first layer off, get that little membrane out of there. And you can see the difference from dull, and you slide it off, and now it's shiny. If it's dull, you have that sliminess, which can slip your knife. You don't want that. Dicing up an onion, this is fun stuff. So you wanna make cuts like this. Keep your thumb tucked. Make sure you have it in the claw form on your board. Hold it down, and then you make a series of cuts like that. Again, you want to come down your finger, not cut your finger. And then same thing, turn it, finger tucked, 2, 3, 4, just like that. I'm going to show you 2 different ways of doing it. First, I'm going to take it, I'm going to smash it. It's again, claw. It's called a claw because it looks like a claw. You tuck your thumb in behind your finger. Keep your thumb in. One of my chefs told me I was going to take my thumb off. I've almost taken my thumb off because I never remember to put my thumb behind my finger. So it's a constant reminder every time I do this, thumb in. It's an everyday thing you have to tell yourself because it's not a natural position for your hands. Now that it's crushed, I'm going to show you how to pulverize it. You have to have a pretty sharp knife, which you should have anyway because a dull knife is very dangerous. So with your fingers on the blade, you just push towards you. Scrape and push. And as you can see, it's almost gone, but in 2 seconds you're going to see what it looks like as I get it all pulverized. Now that's the pulverized. That will melt into your olive oil or whatever fat you're using. There's a little bit of a less of a garlic taste to it, but you'll still have the flavor, but it won't be as much of a bite. As you've seen in my videos, you see that I always like to zest things. So when you're zesting something, you want it to have the rough skin, not the smooth. Let me find a smooth one real quick. Like this here, you're not going to get a lot of zest from it, right? So if you're using the zest, make sure it has like the rougher skin so it's easier to zest. I'll show you how to do it real quick. I have a microplane, and you want to take it and you want to just go in one spot. You don't want to go over the other spot because you don't want the white. You just want the yellow. The white is bitter, and we already have some bitter in the dish already, so we don't want any more. That should be good. Celery prep. To make it easier on yourself, just cut them into manageable pieces like this. Sharp knife, once again, claw form. Get your fingers out of there, lay it flat. Pretty easy. So I could take all these and cut them into pieces, smaller pieces. That's dangerous because you can slip, so just do a little bit at a time. Lay them flat, hand on them, and slice down. And rock in motion. Not down like this, rock and motion. Take the end off. We're going to use it. Take the end off. Slide it. Okay, so now you find a seam. Cut a seam. And then gently, you just keep rocking it this way. Move your hand, and there we go. Done properly, it comes out whole, seeds intact, discard it. Seeds, as small as they are, you do not want any of these seeds on your board as you're cutting, but they're very small. They can blend in with the board, and as you're cutting, you can hit one, and it could slip your knife onto your finger, and you don't want that. Okay, once again, as the same with the celery, manageable pieces, right? So I want to cut it into small pieces like this. As you notice, my head is over my board. I'm looking straight down at the pepper. It helps you guide your hand. It helps you give you the same cuts. If you're standing back here, you're not seeing what you're doing. If you'd like to watch recipes with products you can find at Haymarket, check out my Facebook page at Roger Daigle or subscribe to my YouTube channel at Roger Daigle Jr.